Hey guys, welcome to Diecast Reviews. So I'll be doing a review on Nick Shift, the next gen experiment racer from Cars 3. See, first time he's been released. The next to last technically third to last next gen racer that needs to be released, but considering the Apple next gen will probably never be released. Although Disney Store and Tommy can release it, so I don't know what Mattel's issue is, but if the Apple next gen is never released, then this is the next to last next gen that needs to be released by Mattel. The last one being Jim Reverick. So yeah, Nick Shift, very, very special car here. And Jim Reverick has been released as a Tomica release, so I guess you could say that Nick Shift is the last one that needs a die-cast form, because both Jim Reverick and the next gen Apple racer have been released in, or JP Drive, the next gen Apple racer, have been released as die-cast forms. Nick Shift has not. So, very, very nice release. See, new for 2021. Nice card art there. On the back here, you've got some of the other cars. We've done a review on Buzine Tractor. Hot Rod Louise Nash, I have right here. We'll do a review on her, and Pam Wheel Darrow. A review on her will be coming up as well. So, yeah, Nick Shift, very excited to get him out of the package. He looks amazing, honestly. Looks better than the other experiment racers, and I don't usually say that for most of the next gens, because I usually think that the Cars 1 and Cars 3, Cars 1 and Cars 3 stock car racers are, have some better design, but Nick Shift here looks fantastic. So here he is out of the package. And yeah, he looks fantastic. He looks awesome. Take a look at the hood here. You can see it says Experiment. They got rid of the O in Experiment. See, it was Experiment. Now it's just Experiment. With kind of a frosty icicle, or not icicle, snowflake in the background of the hood. Kind of to promote that freshness that Experiment is. It's kind of like a gum, I believe. Doesn't really say what it is, but looking at the mint and whatnot, it's kind of like a minty, fresh gum. So, kind of got that snowflake back there promoting that. There's his expression, kind of standard next gen expression. And there's so many different shades of the blue here. You got the back of the hood, which is like a darker blue. Then you've got the snowflake, which is more duller grayish kind of blue. And then you've got the Experiment text itself, which is a very light blue. And on camera, it actually shows up darker than in reality. And in reality, this light blue is very teal. And the gray blue here does not look dull. It looks more blue, and it looks awesome. You can see the splitter here is this light blue kind of color. Then you've got the contingency sponsors right there that are very poorly printed by Thailand. You can see piston cup, carbon side, rare synergy, combustor. You've got the tires here, which are this light blue color. Number 93, obviously. All experiment racers have been 93. You've got this leaf here. I'm glad they retained the mint leaf, although it is not green, but they do have it. And then the snowflake in the background. And then you can see what the color that the hood was right here is kind of translated right here. It kind of goes up like that. And you can see that this line from the roof right here kind of goes down, curves around. So they meet right there. They don't touch, but they kind of go their separate ways and have this stripe of the gray go through. This goes to the back here by the gas cap. We look on the back, you've got the 93 Experiment rookie stripes in the light blue color, and this color right here on the back. The tail lights there. You've got nothing on the spoiler, which is interesting, because usually you have something on the spoiler. So to not have anything on the spoiler, that's pretty interesting right there. Yeah, I can't tell if that's an error, but looking at the picture there is nothing on the spoiler right there, which is really interesting, because usually there is something on the spoiler of the next gen cars, but nothing on the Nick Shift. That's kind of interesting. But then we go to this side, and this side is the same as the other side. You kind of got the light blue here, can have it. So you have it on the splitter here, and then you have it down here. So that's pretty cool. And you've also got it on the roof, the 93 in the grayish color right there. So really, really nice. It might look like, on camera, it might look like a dull kind of colored car, but in person, it looks fantastic. And I really like the snowflake design that they've incorporated, and I like that they've kept the Mint logo there on the side, even if it is not green. So there he is. Let's compare him to the other Spearmint racers. Here we've got Ernie Gearson from Cars 1. You can see how they had it in Cars 1, the original branding. With the Spearmint right there, you've got the mint leaf, and you do have some snowflakes you can see right there. You've got the big mint leaf behind the numbers. And then on the decklet here, you've kind of got that same snowflake design. So this kind of led us to believe it was a mint gum kind of thing. Because of the colors and the mint leaf there. So I'm glad that they kept kind of the biggest hint to what it was on the car with the mint leaf right there. And then you go to the Ernie Gearson from Cars 3, and you've kind of got the same design, but more pronounced, I guess. You got a lot of more leaves, and look, compare these two leaves right here. You got just like the classy cartoon leaf, and then the one that actually looks like a real leaf. And then you can see in the background, you've got the snowflakes still there. And also look at the tire. The tire, you've got the cartoony tire right there, and then you've got the real tire right there. So I really did like the Cars 3 Ernie Gearson, because it was kind of a it was the same. It was a similar paint scheme, similar idea to the Cars 1 Spearmint, but it was elevated. The paint, the designs were elevated. So I thought that was pretty cool. But then you go to the next gen racer here, and you've got the same ideas. You've got the mint leaf right there, and then you've got the snowflakes, but the snowflake is what they're focusing on here instead of the mint, which is interesting. But yeah, so you can see them compared next to each other. Definitely different than these two, but still kind of got the same color. You've got the snowflake and the mint promoting that freshness. So yeah, I think he looks okay. I really do like Nick's shift here. I think he looks very, very nice. Even if he is a little different from the Cars 3 and Cars 1 versions, but I still think the color on him is very, very nice indeed. So let's put up a picture of where he appeared in the movie right there. I don't remember off the top of my head if he appeared just in the Florida 500 race or if he appeared in some of the other races as well, but we'll see when the picture comes up. And this may be the biggest Spearmint team we ever get. The 3 racers, 2 of whom are the same, because these are definitely the same guys. At least they kept the eye color, I guess. Sometimes they kept the same racer name, like Darren Leadfoot, I think, but they had completely different eye colors. So at least this guy has the same eye color. But yeah, he went from this to this. I mean, I can understand the paint change, but not the model change. And then we also do have, from Cars 1, we have the Pitty, who I believe is named Piccolo Perry. And we've got the crew chief, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head, but I want to say it's Ernie as well. I want to say his first name is Ernie, but I'm very likely wrong on that. But I do know that the Pitty's name is Piccolo Perry. But yeah, kind of the standard crew chief body style. They released Ernie Gearson, Piccolo Perry, and the crew chief in like a 3-pack, and then they also released the Shiny Wax team in this exact format with the crew chief, the racer, and the Pitty. And they released some other ones, but these were the only like 2 new ones for that time. Only 2 notable ones, I guess. So yeah, this is probably the biggest team we're ever gonna get. Although no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. We are getting Xavier Rodalt, something like that. The hauler, Spearmint hauler, just the hauler, not the just the cab, not the full like hauler. We're just getting the cab, which is kind of weird, but at least it's another pit crew member for Spearmint. But I do hope, I hope eventually Mattel starts releasing the next gen pit crew, or maybe even just the Cars 3 pit crew itself would be pretty cool as well. Not necessarily just the next gen one, but yeah. So we are getting one more member for Spearmint. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.